Hey y'all, so today we are out here at 365 Rolling Private Drive in Kingsport, Tennessee for a Herbert Evan on a progressive claim. And today we're going to be attempting a repair right here on this ridge for a couple of reasons. As for right now, we were told to do a repair on this back slope. So we're going to be seeing if this is possible today by taking this ridge cap off to see what will be affected by us doing that repair. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. I've got with me today a crowbar to get off these shingles. We're going to be having to take back at least a couple feet of this ridge vent. It looks like to about right here as where this shingle ends. So that way we can either see if it goes on either side. But yeah, like I said, let's get into this. We're going to have to take this back to here and then we will get into it. I'm going to need to find somewhere to set this phone up at. Let's see if I can do it this way. All right, so that is still visible for you guys. For me, it just took my cushion away, so it's gonna make it a little difficult. Let's get under here. We're gonna have to get off this first ridge to get behind it. So as you can see there. Oh, one thing I wanted to point out before we get into this too much, is the condition of these shingles before we begin. As you can see, we've definitely got some age showing right here with some fiberglass. I'm going to assume that's going to make these shingles a little bit more brittle. Then obviously some newer shingles going on, as well as we've got some normal, wear and tear going on right here on this ridge, which does show a crack going through here. So I just wanted to point out the condition before we got started. This one's still sealed. So but yeah, I'm gonna set the phone back down and we'll get into this. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay. So it looks like we've got one nail here that is all the way up and out. Need to get to this one. Being extremely careful because, as said, these were already in the condition. Okay. Let me get them from this other side. Okay, first shingle up. I'm just going to be putting them right behind me for the time being. Okay. There's that. Okay, all of those are undone. I just need to get it and see it. There we go. Oh, and one more thing. This is a full hip and ridge cap shingle. This is not a 3-tab shingle that was cut down to be made into ridge caps. Yeah, just to take a look at this, that is a full hip and ridge shingle, not 3-tab. Looks like we're gonna need to do this last one, and then we can start on the ridge vent. Cool. And cool. Once again, here's what we took off. All right, now for the fun part is getting this ridge vent up. Okay, nice. Let's see, are we behind that shingle? We are indeed. Okay, so just to show you what this looks like at this point in time, we've got underneath of this ridge vent, which is fine that this is leaned back like this. It comes in a roll, as it is meant to be rolled. But as we take a look at this, we definitely have some overlapping that is going on with the shingles themselves. Right here, as you can see, the shingle goes over into this side of the roof. But we still have some hip and ridge cap shingles to remove to be able to see really what's going on. So I'll put you guys back down and we'll get into that. Sweet. Okay. So we're underneath there. Got some sort of insect nest going on there. Let's get that out of our way. Cool beans. Okay. So there's that. Let's see. Another hip and ridge. Okay, and now that we're down to the shingles themselves, what I'm going to be showing you is, so this is the back slope, which is a slope to be replaced. We've got shingles on this back slope that are nailed down the way they should be, and then overlapped, which is a completely fine way to install these shingles. However, it's going to make this repair very, very difficult to not get into the other section of this roof. And let me show you that it is actually impossible to do that feature because as we have this shingle on this back slope coming into the front slope, it is actually nailed into the front slope with this shingle. So it is going to be impossible for us to just make a repair on the back side of the slope without getting into this front slope. As well as not only the shingles doing that, the same thing goes for drip edge. This is a one continued piece of drip edge. As you can see, there's no seam or split right there, as this drip edge from the back slope comes up, runs down this front slope as well.